All right, I'm running through this one quick, but people ask me all the time how to remineralize and heal their teeth. And they want me just to give them a list of usually some sort of toothpaste they can buy. But I'm going to go over all of my favorite ways to help you remineralize your teeth. And most of them are not toothpaste. Because cavities don't start with sugar. They start with mineral loss. And they don't start with you having to build them back with toothpaste. You shouldn't have to lose the minerals in the first place. Mouth breathing, an acidic environment, poor digestion, clenching the teeth together and putting little cracks in them, all of those things, not using the tongue to clean the teeth, all of those things are just as important as the amount of sugar you consume, which of course we don't want to consume a lot of, but also what you use to brush your teeth. The teeth can actually rebuild themselves. You got to give them the right minerals. You can't wait too long. If not, you get to see me. So number one, breathe through your nose. Filtration system, humidifies, moistens air, removes toxins, builds your immune system, calms anxiety, keeps saliva flowing in your mouth. The salivary flow is much higher, and when you're bathing your teeth, then you will not get as many cavities. Minerals in your diet, in your toothpaste, yes, hydroxyapatite, it's fantastic. Low levels of sodium, chlorine, fluoride, yes, low levels, not where you're ingesting them, but all of the fumic acid, trace minerals, there's just so many that are fantastic, and you do need those. Bentonite clay has a bunch of them, zeolites, there's all different components. I know they sell diatomaceous earth, you can use in your toothpaste, and that's great. I love that there's all these mineral building toothpaste. Boron, silica, those are some of my favorites, and you can even chew. You're supposed to melt them under your tongue, like bioplasma, the silica, the cell salt tablets from Homeopathy. But I find that sometimes I'll just chew and floss them in between my teeth. Things like biotin and silica specifically. Biotin from Trader Joe's is really reasonable too. You can pick it up while you're there. Electrolytes, and I love getting all the minerals through other modalities than just in toothpaste. That's great because it touches your teeth, but the body needs them to build from the inside. And I think doing things like Epsom salt baths not only nourishes the entire body, calms the system, but you're absorbing minerals that can then be passing through your entire system to come back and rebuild the teeth. I do love when you use mouthwashes, so that swishes all around the teeth, and I tell people all the time, all kinds of different salts and bentonite clays you can put in water and just swish them around. Get more contact time if you do that while you shower, while you drive, than just when you are brushing for those 2 minutes a day. Also gargling with those same salt waters. The gargling motion, that works your tongue, the roof of your mouth, and it can actually contribute to helping keep, you snore less sleep apnea, like toning the back of the throat. So that's huge, because if you're mouth breathing at night and snoring, of course you're going to be susceptible to cavities, and you've got to get at the root cause. And something like gargling and humming is an easy way to stimulate those areas. Vagus nerve can calm you for sleep, decrease anxiety. Other things, vitamin D, D3, K2, fatty acids, walnuts are some of my favorite things to buy, salmon. I'll give you my whole grocery list of some things that you might not be thinking of. I wrote down fulvic and humic minerals because sometimes people aren't aware of those, and you can swish those around the mouth. I even have black seed cumin oil here, another great option. I wrote some down so that I wouldn't forget anything, because people always want to know more. Oh, biotin. I didn't tell people what biotin is exactly. It's B7. It's a vitamin H, they'll call it. And H in Germany, that's where they came up with it. Not came up with it, but that's where they gave it this name off of a German word. And the H stands for things like hair. Think nails too. So you can grow very, very strong hair and nails by taking biotin, as well as strong teeth. It's a cofactor for enzymes that process fats, carbs, proteins. So that way too, you can digest your food better, and the better digestion means that you won't have things like acid reflux, regurgitation, and that can all again help strengthen the teeth. Same with digestive enzymes. A lot of people, it's hard for them to digest the food, and then that will cause more cavities when you're having acid reflux. So digestive enzymes, you can buy things over the counter, I tell patients, but you also probably have ways to stimulate your own digestive enzymes already at home. Apple cider vinegar, white vinegar, lemon, lime. Just try having a little something acidic, natural like that before you eat. Like I said, warm salt water rinses, I went over those. I can show you some different ones I have. I have volcanic salts, pink salt, Redmond sea salt, all different kinds of salts, because then you're getting exposed to different minerals. Coconut oil pulling, sesame oil pulling, 15 minutes a day, and then you can spit it out in your trash, gets rid of bacteria. Olive oil, if you're not a sesame and coconut oil fan, can work as well. Clenching and grinding. The more you can stay away from clenching and grinding and doing myofunctional therapy exercises that put the tongue in the correct spot. Use the tongue as a natural brush for your teeth. You literally can go from the back teeth and draw a circle that cleans the teeth. And now you see I'm moving my jaw all over the place. If you want to get good at this, you try to stabilize your jaw. Good at this, not for cleaning the teeth. Good at this for getting rid of jaw pain. You try to stabilize this. I try to do this every night before I go to bed to get rid of jaw pain and train myself that I'm not going to be clenching overnight, even though I do wear all the guards and sleep apnea appliances and all that good stuff. You stabilize it. And try to draw that circle without letting your chin go everywhere. That you are going to be surprised. Neck and jaw pain, 8 circles right, 8 left. I have a lot of other videos, watch them, on how to get rid of jaw pain naturally. It's remarkable by exercising the tongue what you can do. You can literally do skinny tongue or tongue push-ups, I call them, where you put a pen out here and stick your tongue out and out and out and out, and out. Slowly back and forth. Doing skinny tongue or tongue push-ups and drawing those circles will decrease jaw pain, and it cleans the teeth so that your teeth do not get as many cavities and they have the ability to remineralize. The black seed cumin oil, I did write a little note. Something else that this helps with is combating like Helicobacter pylori, all those bacteria in the gut that cause a lot of ulcers and indigestion. So after you swish that, you can actually, I hold it under my tongue, and then you can just swallow it as well, a teaspoon of it or so every week. So you don't even have to use it every day. Okay, so here's my food list, some of my favorites to naturally clean the teeth. They'll call it nature's toothbrush, they'll call it, car wash for teeth, all this crazy stuff. But some of my favorites are the crunchy foods, like celery. Celery is one of my favorites. And I love collards. Collards are strong in minerals. They are really tenacious to chew. And they just do not seem to have a lot of oxalates like spinach and kale, which can mess with some people. So those are two of my favorites. Carrots, because of the vitamin A and the fiber, they can fight plaque. They massage the gums and teeth. You can just steam them a little bit if you do have TMD and TMJ. I tell people a light steaming of all the vegetables you can still use to exercise the jaw and get the cleaning benefits, but not give yourself more jaw pain by eating really, really hard foods. So yep, just a light steam, maybe 5 minutes or so for your carrots. Cucumbers I love. I personally peel the skin off. Those are great for washing away plaque. Any vegetables with sulfur in really helps too for the pH of the mouth and remineralizes teeth and decreases the acidity. So that's the cauliflowers, the broccolis, Brussels sprouts. Now a lot of people have to be careful of those for the digestive issues. So just a little bit of those. I do tell people all the time the skins of apples, not all the time, but if you watch my peptide videos, I love to help patients. I love peptides, love them. They're amino acids that are naturally part of us, and they do so many good things for the entire body in the way of inflammation. And so the skins of an apple, those can clean the teeth, but they also increase like your own GLP-1. So those that are looking for better digestion, processing food, losing weight, all that good stuff. The fibrous nature of the apple skin stimulates saliva and it neutralizes bacteria. Certain kinds of nuts are good too. I try to stay to smaller seeds and walnuts, softer nuts, macadamia nuts, even though I love some of the other ones, like 2 Brazil nuts a day is good. Some of them are just so hard that, again, you got to watch out for jaw pain if you're going to eat a lot of things like almonds. Kiwis, the amount of vitamin C in those to help with your immune boosting capability of your body can help decrease cavities and can promote gum health. So that's the big thing with the ones with vitamin C. Neutral foods, if you can tolerate them, like cheese, especially hard cheeses, aged cheeses, those are much better for those that are sensitive to lactose. The fatty fishes, the salmons, the herrings, sardines, mackerel. Try to again stay away with the ones that are lowest in mercury. And yogurts, you can again choose ones that are dairy free, that still have the fermentation. Fermented foods are fantastic. Watch me for some cool stuff on that. Same with the super spices. I got a lot of cool drinks and different things we can chew and do with the myofunctional exercises with super spices. And so that's going to be a whole nother video on its own. I love the super spices, but basically you're looking at the gingers, the cinnamons, the fenugreeks, ashwagandha, cardamom, nutmeg. A few of those, I'll go through how to use those and what their ability is to help with your digestion and immune support and anti-inflammatory for your gums, which then rolls over into tooth health. Some people also get a lot of cleansing from things like onions, which do work great, but then you're going to want something else that helps to remineralize teeth, which is a mineral-based gum, or make your own gum, or buy a natural gum and then just chew a little bit of bentonite clay in with your xylitol gum. Those are some things that I like to do that can help mineralize teeth and wash teeth, and that does show that it works. Again, those that have TMD and TMJ issues, you got to really be cognizant of a few little small chews, swish around, get that motion, the saliva flowing, but don't chew more than a minute. All right, I'll catch you on the next video. Sorry I had to make that one quick, but I'm always doing these a lot.